What is up, YouTube? It's Coffee or Prodigy back with another video. And today we are going to be doing episode 5 of the No Money Spent series. So basically, if you guys haven't already seen it, we have done episode 1 through 4. So we are doing episode 5 today. As far as updates, we're going to go ahead and check out the rewind mode really quick. We are still top 250 in this event. So we have the 4 arenations that we can potentially be getting. And I still have some games to play as far as the replays. So I've finished all the top plays. We just have to do the replays part. And then as far as the overtime mode currently, I'm about to do something in here actually. We are currently in bracket 3. If we scroll down, we are at rank 2693. We're like 2K away from the next lowest bracket. As you guys can see, we finished all of our awards for the normal streak. As you guys see, I didn't lose a single game too, which is pretty good. But we are going to be moving on to the hardcore streak now, which is why I have been saving up my coins so we can get this 1500 mark so that we can basically just get more points from the event. So as you can see, this bottom streak right here, we can get 15, we can get just extra event points, which is good. So we're going to go ahead and unlock this. And while we're here, we're also going to open up everything that we get at the bottom here. I'm not sure if you guys saw in the last video, we did end up pulling the actual Hakeem and Azure. So that's pretty good as well, as they're going to give us all these cards, as well as the Mark Jackson, who we may end up using on our team instead of the LaMelo Balls. We're getting an overtime pack right here, giving us a titanium quartz, getting some coins. We're actually going to get 600 coins from this, which is pretty good. So let's go ahead and open this. And then after that, we're going to go over to the superstar spinner and stuff in the store, because obviously every day they end up dropping this new stuff in the store. We're getting a Hakeem right there from the overtime pack, which is really good, because I think I'm gonna have to upgrade Hakeem, because I don't think this Thunder like themed team is gonna really work, especially with like Shea not being the greatest. So we may end up using Mark Jackson. I'm probably gonna try him in a couple of games, just try to get his release right. As we're getting another Amen Thompson right there. That's good, but it doesn't really do anything for our team because we're not using any Nexus Crystal cards at this point in time. As we're getting an Inferno Opal pump up right there, getting the 50 coins. Getting another overtime pack right here. It's going to give us 3 elite gear keys. They're giving us another elite gear key. What is this? I don't know. I thought you have to like manually claim this stuff. I guess it just gives it all to you once you get there. Is like Ahmed Thompson guaranteed from that pack, or is like the lowest card? I don't know, because we've seen a couple of him, and I can't use. Actually, if we reach the hardcore streak and we're like actually able to grind that out, I think we can duo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can duo Amen Thompson and Kevin Durant. So we're going to try to do that. I guess we'll save our Amen Thompson cards for the time being, as we're getting another overtime pack right here, which is going to give us another friggin' Amen Thompson. Amen Thompson is all over this event. Amen Thompson may low-key be upgradable now that we're getting all these Amen Thompson cards. I think he's a small forward too, and we kind of need a new small forward because our current small forward is Jason Tatum. Or no, our current small forward is Rui Hachimura. We've been using the Nexus Crystal Jason Tatum to grind out the normal streak. And I think we're gonna have to get an upgrade there, as we're getting the Hakeem. We're getting the 100 coins. We're getting another overtime pack right here. I probably just end up skipping a lot of this stuff, because I didn't realize how long this is gonna take. As we're clearing the board right there with a Helios ring. Next, we got our 3 draft picks. Why are we getting 3 draft picks from the event? We're getting another overtime pack with another freaking Hakeem Olajuwon. Hakeem might be maxed out by the end of this, because I think we also have enough collectibles to craft Hakeem as well, and I don't think there's anyone else worth crafting unless we have like a bunch of Azure rings for that Serge Ibaka, but he's also a power forward, and we already have our Jimmy upgraded pretty high, so we might end up just crafting Hakeem from that, even though I kind of want to save the collectibles, because I think we may have to, if it worst comes to worst, we may have to craft the Stephen Curry and like upgrade him, or use him as our starting point guard, and like maybe like train away Shea or upgrade Shea. So I don't know what we're going to do on that front, because our point guard position is like LaMelo and Shea. Even though LaMelo's technically a higher power, he doesn't like hit shots consistently enough. He hits shots more consistently than the tip off Shea, but he's definitely not hitting shots consistently enough to what's the name, secure us the most amount of wins that we could be getting. So getting a streak of rewards right there. Another overtime pack. Can we get another Hakeem? There we go. Another freaking Hakeem. We need to check out the Hakeem odds in these overtime packs, because we've gotten a lot of Hakeems from these packs. Another overtime pack right here. We're getting Austin Reeves. We're getting our 200 coins right there. We have 900 coins currently. What the heck? Because I could have sworn it only gave you 600. We're at 900 now. We spent basically all of our coins on this. as we're getting the 3 elite gear keys. Get another overtime pack. Can we get another Hakeem? Hakeem Olajuwon. Guess who it is? Hakeem. All right. And we are getting Mark Jackson right there as we're also getting a touch to sky. Let's check this out really quick. What are the chances? This is 22. Okay. This is a 22% chance of Hakeem. We didn't get a single Mark Jackson card. What the heck? Let's go over to our collection. Actually, let's go over to a team. Let's just autofill just to see where we're at now as the vault is filling up. All right, we can claim that without overflow. So we do have a couple of coins to go over to the pack in the store with. Let's go and autofill our team. No one's autofilling into the lineup. Let's check out the Mark Jackson first. So point guard Mark Jackson right here. We'll go ahead and lock him in as well. Do we have anything to make him better? Because I think that from what I understand, from what I remember, Mark Jackson has a pretty good release. So I'm guessing if we give him a defending boost, then he can probably help us in the event. He's also like a lot lower, and we don't have any upgrades for the Azure tier. So we'll just lock him in for now. How many Hakeems did we get? Let me move this down really quick. How many Hakeems did we get? Rockets, center. Actually, let's do center Helios so we can check this out. No, we'll undo the center. All right, let's do this by star. So we have 6 total Hakeems now, and we also have like some Helios cards. So I think we may have to upgrade max out Hakeem completely. So I'm going to try to do that after this section, and then I'll be back with what his final upgrades are. We do have the ticket and the tip-off spinner, or the tip-off spinner and the superstar spinner right here. Let's see if we can get ourselves Cooper Flag. It'll be really clutch if we can get ourselves Cooper Flag right here, getting Pacers. We're getting 3 tip-off tickets, which means we're not going to be able to get it. And we're getting a 3 multiplier. Let's go ahead and spin the tip-off tickets to see if we can get anything better than 3 right there. And we're getting 3 again. All right, cool. Let's just get out of here. I feel like this is such a trolley pack. We never get anything good from this, it feels like. Getting Pacers, defense sign, and that stuff. Superstar spinner right here. Ooh, they actually added all of the theme Crimson cards and stuff. So may have a better chance of pulling the Crimson cards and stuff. We have 9 to 74 coins to work with, and we don't have anything pressing at the moment to spin our coins on right now. So we're gonna try to spin this maybe a couple times. We're getting Michael Ray right there. Go ahead and spin the tier. Hopefully we can get something Helios or higher. Doing the same tier again. Vince Carter right there. I think I'm gonna stop it. We may open another one after this as we're getting Neat Clifford. It is getting to that 100 coin mark. So we're gonna spin this one more time. And then if not, we'll just keep the card and then open another one. So we're getting Vince Carter right there. We'll keep that. And then we'll open another one since we do have some more coins. It costs 50 coins right here. I probably should have stopped it earlier because I didn't realize it costs 50 coins the next time. All right, let's see what we can get from this one. We are getting, I don't know what tier that is. I think it's Inferno Opal. Yeah, I think it's Inferno Opal. All right, let's go and spin that again. We do have a pretty high star count. So if we can get up our tiers, maybe we can get something good. Can we please get something above getting Nexus Crystal right there? It does cost 100 coins. We're going to keep this, and then we'll go back into it again. Then we might just end up going all out for the last one. So this is going to be our second to last one. Let's see what we can get from this one. Hopefully, can get something good. We are getting, I don't know what tier this is. We're going to definitely spin this though. All right. Let's see. Come on. All right. We're getting Nexus Crystal again, yo. Can we get something above Nexus Crystal is the question. All right. We're getting Crimson. Not Crimson. We're getting Helios right here. We're going to spin the stars so you can hopefully get a higher tier Helios card or higher star Helios card. Getting Walter Clayton Jr. I don't want Walter Clayton Jr. I'm going to spin that again. What we want is a high star mount, and they're getting the same stars. Jalen Suggs. Well, let's try to spin the position, and maybe we can get someone better than Jalen Suggs, and then we'll get out of here regardless of who we get. So we're getting Anthony Simons right there. All right. We have one more pack to open. We have 424 coins to work with. We probably should have stopped that Helios one earlier, but they gave us the same 1-star twice, which is kind of ridiculous. All right, this last superstar spinner pack, maybe this can give us something good. We're getting Chris Bosh right there. I don't want no Chris Bosh. Let's go ahead and spin. Can we get something? We're getting Crimson tier cards. We're giving us a power forward. We have 374 coins to work with. Our power forward is currently Jimmy Butler. What they can give us is a point guard, a shooting guard, point guard, or a small forward is ideal. So I'll stop it at that point. We're getting Nicholas Claxton right here, who is a center, and we have Shingun currently, and we might upgrade Hakeem. So we're going to spend that again. Can we please get something higher? They're giving us a freaking center and the same card again. This is our last spin, regardless. And we're getting ourselves a small forward, Jimmy Butler, which is so trolly because I can't use this freaking card. And we have to take it. Actually, no, we can spin the stars. Can we please get a different freaking card than Jimmy Butler? Getting 2 stars again. Keldon Johnson. I don't even know if this card is good, but we have no choice but to take it because we are currently out of coins. Keldon Johnson, welcome to the team. Let's go ahead over to our team and check out what he is looking like. Let's go with autofill. We are still so far away from reaching the next tier. Keldon Johnson does not have good stats. He doesn't have good fit. He doesn't have nothing. This card is bad. What the heck? All right. I don't know what we're gonna do about this. We probably need to upgrade this card away because he is disgusting. We're not like close to reaching the Azure tier as well. Like, what is going on? All right, let's go ahead. I'll be right back. I'm gonna upgrade Hakeem and I'll show you guys what he looks like. All right, so we are back. So we went ahead and upgraded our Hakeem. As you can see, he's at 23 million power. I would max him out, but Jimmy Butler has the prime player bonus, so we wanted to get that power bonus on our lineup while still having Hakeem there. So let's go over to the home screen. We will see right now if we reach Azure tier. As I already see on the top left, we have finally reached the Azure tier, which is at what is the Azure tier even at? Let's go and check. It was at 19 million power, so we're at 19.45 currently, and we can actually sub Shingun out of there. We're going to sub Case and Wallace in here because he is giving us that thunder bonus as well, right? He's giving us because the base is at 19 plus 1.2. And then Case and Wallace is giving us the 18 plus, he's giving us the thunder bonus as well. So we have Hakeem, Jimmy, Keldon Johnson, who we need to figure out what to do with this freaking card because he's like a bad defender and a bad 3-point shooter. So we need to get rid of him as soon as possible. So we need to start grinding these Azure tourneys, so which I'm probably going to hop into at the once we finish here. Currently, we still have LaMelo. There's a chance I still might craft the Stephen Curry, but as of right now, we're still rocking with LaMelo. I might end up using the Helios cards to upgrade our Case and Wallace because we do, as I said, I keep on saying, we need a freaking Thunder card. But yeah, that's basically going to be it for this section right here. I'm going to go ahead and start grinding these tourneys for the Azure tourney. So let's go ahead and switch this actually, as they're trying to take us back when we need to be going forward right there. We're going to be playing these. But yeah, basically going to be the end of this section right here. And I'll be back once there are more updates. All right, so we are back. So as you guys can see, we're basically just doing the tip-off spinner regularly. Or not the tip-off spinner. We were trading in for hype regularly. And we pulled ourselves this Jason Tatum. I don't even know what theme this is called because I haven't opened any packs for it. But we pulled ourselves this Jason Tatum from this trade-in right here with the hype. That's literally the last thing of what's the name merch that I have, and I was just like messing around with it. So I was like, I'm not about to use that. But I think it's actually possible to get this Jason Tatum because I also got it on my other account as well. I'm not sure how many points it was, but I'm assuming it's possible to get it from the packs. I'm not sure if it's a point threshold or it's just random every single time. But we didn't get that card, so he is definitely going to be on our team. There's like a lot of music going on in the background, so I'm just going to end it off right there, and I'll be back once there are more updates and there's less noise around me. All right, so we are back, and this is probably going to be the last section of the video. So basically, as you guys saw in the last section, I'm not sure if the audio came out, Chris. I haven't started editing this video yet, but we ended up getting the Jason Tatum, obviously from the hype. This is what I'm talking about before. In case we didn't, the audio didn't come out like I wanted it to. We basically just added something from here, and we used our literal last merch. As you can see, we don't have any. We'll use our last merchiplier stuff, and we ended up getting the Jason Tatum from the tip-off theme over here. And I think I'm going to show it on my other account. I might end up cutting this first part out. But I got it on my other account, on my main account as well, from doing that as well. So yeah, there's that. And then as far as the event goes, so Jason Tatum has been helping us in the event. But before we do that, I'm going to check this out really quick. There's a new Shea over here. We're obviously not going to get this because we don't spend money on this account. But there's a new Shea over here. There's a Dennis Rodman on the freaking board too. Yeah, we do have these coins over here we're actually going to claim because we are going to be opening up those daily packs in the store. And then as far as the event goes, we'll check this out first. So as far as the overtime event, look at our points really quick. We are currently in bracket 2. Bracket 2 is 1,001 to 2,000. We currently have 67,000 points. I'm not really concerned too much about these points. With us unlocking this bottom section right here, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get the points. So Shingun is basically guaranteed on our team, even though I don't know if he's going to be able to start because we got Hakeem right here. And then as far as the hardcore streak, as you can see, we're currently in bracket 4. Even though I feel like we have to keep on playing. My team has been playing relatively well. We lost one game so far, as you can see. And that was mainly because we played against LeBron, and I probably shouldn't have played against LeBron. And like when Melo like missed so many wide open, we missed so many wide open shots that game. I'm just gonna take that game as an anomaly. We've since won a bunch more games. I also been trying to get these shoes up. So, oh yeah, we finished all of the Azure tourneys before I forget. We finished all the Azure tourneys. So as you can see, we've been I've been doing a mix of playing so we can get our shoes up, and let's see, I've been doing a mix of playing and simming, which is why we lost this first game here, because I just woke up and wanted to finish these, get my stamina started filling up already. We're probably going to simulate again right here, but we also ended up upgrading our Jason Tatum. So we upgraded Jason Tatum, which I believe it was Alperen Şengün and who the heck, and Davion Mitchell. So we end up upgrading our Jason Tatum. You see, we're getting Helios cards in the draft board. That's no longer clearing the board for us. As far as the only other thing I want to talk about as far as the events go is I may end up, so I end up crafting this Stephen Curry right here, and I may end up upgrading him to level 3, or actually, let's go ahead and check it out really quick. These Helios cards. Let's do Helios by Star. So we may end up upgrading him to level 3. We just need more Helios cards. So currently we have 2. We're going to get one more from just doing the rewind for today, which we're going to go on to that next. So I may end up upgrading that Stephen Curry card to level 3 if we can't craft him, because the main problem with crafting him is that if we go over to, where is our rings? Okay, it's right here. So the main problem with crafting, we have a bunch of rings, obviously. We can actually craft another one. But we don't have enough Western Conference collectibles. Hold on. As I was saying, we don't have enough Western Conference collectibles to get this Curry to get crafted multiple times. And so that's just the main reason we're holding off on doing that for the time being. And then is there anything else I want to talk about? Oh yeah, the Azure tourney. So we end up getting a bunch of Azure cards. We got some from the draft board. As you guys can see, we got basically all trash outside of maybe Jaden McDaniels Azure cards. So we got Carter Bryant from the draft board. We got Gary Trent from the tourneys, Luke Cornett from tourneys. I believe Kevin Looney from the tourneys as well. We end up getting 2 of them. We end up pulling one of them from the draft board as well. Guy Santos, which this card is like kind of crazy. I didn't realize he has stats like this. So he has a 5 in defense, a 6 in strength, 5 in rebounding at the small forward position. He of course can't shoot at all. So that card exists. Got Anthony Black, which I believe from the tourneys. We got Grady Dick, which I believe we got him from the draft board. I think we got 2 Azure cards with Grady Dick and someone else from the draft board. We got Dean Wade right here, who actually has pretty good stats. I haven't looked at any of these stats because we can't really use any of these cards in our team for the time being, because what we really need is the Lou Dort, who is an Azure card. I don't even know if he's pullable from the tourneys or draft board or whatever. So, but yeah, that's the main card that we need, because we have this Warriors, or we have this Thunder thing, and he's giving us a boost, which is why we haven't subbed him out for someone else. Although he's like making a lot of his shots, so he's not like he's not been a negative to our team. But yeah, it's basically gonna be it for that right there. We're gonna end this off opening up these packs in the store. They're trying to, I might accidentally click on that, but we're gonna start off with the Press Your Dunk pack right here. As I said in the first time we opened this video, we're not going to go that far in this. We're just going to go up to 5, and if we can't reach 5, we're just going to abandon it. I'm not trying to spend any coins, as we immediately lose our stuff right there. All right, we're out of there. We're going to actually open up the Superstar Spinner first, and then we'll open up the Tip-Off Spinner, because I'll probably just use the rest of my coins on the Tip-Off Spinner, because we could get that Cooper Flag, which I guess wouldn't be an upgrade to our team now that I think about it. All right, so we're fine with spinning the majority of our coins here. We're getting a Nexus Crystal Julius Erving, who plays shooting guard. I didn't realize there was a Julius Erving card that was at the shooting guard position. We're going to spin that again, though. We are getting an Azure card. Luke Kennard. Interesting. Okay, let's see if we can spin the stars to try to get Lou Dort. Because we're kind of in danger of getting the card too high where Case and Wallace can't be on the team anymore, or we have to like upgrade him so he can continue being on the team. So let's try to spin this a little bit. We're getting 1-star Isaiah Joe. I may have to keep this, to be honest. He does have like a 3 in defense though, so I don't know. This is actually very tough. We'll go ahead and spin. We can't even spin that again. We'll spin the position because I don't trust Isaiah Joe to. Because one thing Casey Wallace is doing, he's at least guarding his position. Is again Cedric Howard right there. We'll just go ahead and take that because obviously we could have spent 100 more coins on it, but we'll just go ahead and take that. Pretty sure we could have gotten him from the draft board as well. So yeah, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and spin this over here. Maybe we can get Cooper Flag from here. We're getting Pistons. What we need is a tip-off ticket. We're not getting tip-off tickets, and we're not getting the multiplier either. We'll go ahead and spin the tip-off tickets to see if we get something higher. It's at 1,400 right now. It's such a low mark. We're getting 1 right there. I feel like if we can get this decently high. Okay, and we're getting 2. Yo. All right. I was trying to give this pack a chance, but it clearly doesn't want to give me a chance as we are already out of coins. Maybe we just spin. No, we'll just accept the Chicago Bulls and the team cap. This pack is about to become relatively easy to get as far as the top reward. So I will say to keep an eye on that if you guys have been saving your coins and stuff. But we'll go over here just to see if we get anything interesting from this pack. We'll go ahead and trade in this in for the 1,600 height. Also, I haven't talked about it yet. There's the VJ Edgecomb that they added to here is at like 120,000, I believe, right? 120,000, yeah. 130,000? Who the heck is reaching this card? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm over here at 40K. Obviously, we haven't spent really any money at all, but like, I don't know. That card seems like unnecessarily difficult to reach, and it seems like by the time people are going to be able to reach him, he's already going to be like out of rotation because the actually no, he's an Azure card. I guess he'll be more in rotation than I thought, but yeah, his stats are insane. I don't know why these stats are insane. Also, before we end this video off, I did end up posting to the 2K mobile Discord about Shea and his like lack of hot zones. So I think that's why he's like not good in game, because if you like walk around with like basically anyone else, they have hot zones in the court, which is like the basketball under the feet, and it grows bigger if they're in their hot zones, basically. And Shea has no hot zones, which is I think is why he sucks in this game. Let me know in the comments if you guys Shea is just playing way better than mine, and I'm just having a bad experience with him. But yeah, I think Shea needs a hot zones upgrade. So I ended up posting it in the 2K mobile Discord. I haven't checked if they responded or not, but we'll see. But yeah, that's basically gonna be the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and peace out.